Hi guys, welcome to my K-pop hard to swallow pills and opinions video. I didn't know what to call this video, so I went with both. I originally planned to use my real voice for this, but my mic disagreed with these opinions and didn't like that idea, so this'll have to do. Before we start, here are some quick disclaimers. These are just my opinions and they can't hurt you. I'm not meaning to be hateful towards the idols I mention. If you disagree, I'd love to hear your respectful stance on it. Anyway, now with that out of the way, let's get started. 1. There is no such thing as a good entertainment company. They all only care about profit. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Anyone with half a functioning brain cell would know entertainment companies treat their idols like money-making robots. They feed into and push a group to become the best the company has for a few comeback eras, then, usually when said group's hype dies down or another group is ready to debut, they drop the group and brush them under the rug for a new one. You guys probably know this process as the basement. Companies that are known for this behavior are YG, Pledis and Cube. Cube, for example. CLC is such a talented group who can pull off many concepts. It makes me sad to see that they were swept under the rug somewhat to make room for other groups such as G-Idol. I love Idol too, but it just shows how fast Cube drops a group for another. This leads me right into my next opinion. 2. Stop sleeping on CLC. As a Cheshire, I feel like some of CLC's fans are pity fans. Since it took CLC 4 years to get their first win, I saw a lot of people feel pity for them, saying No is the best song ever, Black Dress should have won, but the moment CLC got their win, they were dropped like they were nothing. Maybe instead of bandwagon standing, you should actually stan a group for their talent. Shut up, stan CLC and stream me. 3. Map of the Soul Persona wasn't a good comeback. Before you armies come for my toes, I'm an army myself. I truly feel like BTS' initial musical hype is coming to an end. The Love Yourself era went on for 2 years too long, and they won't switch up their concept. Boy With Love made me go feral. The only songs I actively listen to are Dionysus and Microcosmos. I just feel like the spark that made BTS is burning out, and some songs have been recycled 3 times. I just need a genuine hip-hop comeback. That was the BTS I fell in love with. 4. Groups who self-produce are more talented than groups who don't. Before you bust your jewel, hear me out. I'm not saying groups who don't aren't talented, I'm saying that music producing is a talent within itself. I know some groups don't have the chance to write their own songs and would if they could, but groups who do everything themselves have more than just the talent of being an idol. Being a lyricist and songwriter is a whole different talent in addition to being an idol. Same with being a choreographer. They're extra talents that add on to being an entertainer, therefore making idols who self-produce more talented than idols who don't. 5. Your third-gen groups aren't legends. Whether you like it or not, your faves who debuted in 2015 aren't legends of K-pop. When you say legend, Super Junior comes to my mind. Even then, Suju, a group that's been around since 2005, said they were undeserving of the legend title. If a group that walked so your faves can run, say that, your faves definitely don't deserve that title as of right now. 6. Females have it harder in the industry. This being said, I'm not disputing that the same things don't happen in boy groups, because I know for a fact that it does. I've noticed that idols, which tend to be more female idols, get pushed back and forced into extreme dieting because of them being ugly or fat, when in reality, they're gorgeous and at a healthy weight. There's so much more too, but this would be a 20-minute long rant on how I hate the K-pop industry. And as I said, this does happen with guys too. Bruce Eunkwon from SBT, for example, was told he was too chubby to be an idol by one of his managers, causing him to extreme diet. The whole you have to be perfect double standard for idols is shit. 7. Cutesy boy group concepts are superior. Just look at these groups with these cutesy eras. Those pictures make me happy. I find that cutesy concepts with boy groups are better, mostly just because happy-sounding songs make me happy. During mature eras, I find that the idols are filled with fake sadness. I feel like groups such as Stray Kids, NCT Dream, GOT7 and Astro all need to stick with cutesy concepts because I feel like it fits with them. The fancy cover SKZ just seem to fit with them better than their more mature and angsty concepts. So Bang Chan, I'm looking at you to provide. 8. You don't have to like every one of your faves songs. On certain socials, I see stans say, "You're not a real fan if you don't like all their songs." I just wanna say that that's bullshit. You can support your favorite group without liking some of their songs. As I mentioned earlier, I stan BTS, but I don't find much enjoyment with their new songs. Does that make me a fake fan? No, it doesn't. It means it's just not my preference. You don't have to eat up everything your fave releases. 9. Streaming does matter. It's just not the most important thing. Some people say, streaming doesn't matter, when in fact it does. If you don't up the views on your fave's MV, they won't get recommended or recognized with a low amount of views. People assume groups with not many views suck, but that's not the case either. Streaming helps the groups you stan get recognized and have their bills paid, since they have to pay off their trainee debt before starting to get paid. So please, help your faves, stream and get others to stream as well. 10. K-pop bands. Myself, I absolutely love bands within K-pop. But the reason there's less stans for bands rather than groups is because it's the dancing that draws people into K-pop. Bands play instruments rather than dance, so it doesn't apply to others as much. But that doesn't make them any less talented. I happen to love The Rose, Day 6, and Flying in CN Blue, and they make amazing songs. If you want to start standing one of those groups, please take the time to listen to some of their songs. You probably won't regret it. And after spending almost a week on this, if I do any more I'm gonna lose it, so I'm ending it here. Thank you for watching and hopefully not ripping me a new one. As I said before, if you have any of your own opinions, agree or disagree, feel free to let me know. I'm always up for discussion. Anyway, stan 17 and CLC, goodbye.